Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are fine. As you can see today we are going to discuss rational numbers in detail inshallah. If you observe a number line, that number line consists of 0 in the center. On the right side you people have positive numbers, and on the left side you have negative numbers, and it is still going on in both the direction as per the requirement. It is having positive number and this side is having negative sides. So the numbers you can see on the number line, you call them integers. Yes, you call them integers. But the numbers which are not shown on the number line, but they are still existing on the number line, what do we call them? For example, if I'm writing here minus 1 by 3, comma, 2 by 5, or 1 by 4. What do we call these numbers? That we cannot call them integers. Or what do we call with these types of number? If you will see, you can call them fractions, okay, fine, but what should be the authentic name you can give them? So these numbers you can call them rational numbers. Why do we call them rational numbers? Because there are some conditions. Look, according to the definition of the rational numbers are those numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q, P over Q. Like in other words, you can say the numbers which are written in the form of a fraction, those we call them rational numbers. But there are some conditions that has to be fulfilled. Like, first thing is P is your numerator and Q is your denominator. That thing is very clear to you. Second condition is that P and Q both must be the integers. They must be from the category of integers. Both numerator and denominator can be the category of integers. In other words, you can say they can be positive, they can be negative, depending upon the definition of integers as well. As you can see that integers, we have the set of positive and negative both numbers. So in this condition, P and Q means numerator and denominator can be equals to any of the integer. Second condition is done. And the third, the most important condition for fulfilling the rational number is that Q means the denominator should not be equals to 0. If it will be a 0, for example, if I say 4 by 0, then it will not be a rational number. The reason I can give you, for example, this fraction 4 by 0, you can say it that which number will be multiplied by 0 to get 4. So this condition is undefined. That how you will explain this fraction, this rational number, like which number will be multiplied by 0 to get the 4. You cannot get it. You cannot find it any number that would be multiplied by 0 to get 4. So this situation is undefined. So if this condition will be applied on the rational number, then this would not be considered as a rational number. So three conditions I have told you. First condition is that it should be written in a form of P by Q, matlab numerator and denominator must be existing. Then second condition I told you that P and Q means numerator and denominator both should be the integers, can be negative, can be positive. And the other third thing I told you that Q must not be equals to 0. Like, it should not be equal to 0. The denominator must not be equal to 0. If it is, then the situation is saying undefined. I gave you the reason. This is the reason behind. That's why the rational numbers are considering written in the form of a P by Q. And many questions will comes to your mind after looking over this, that how we can deal with the fractions, how we can deal with the integers, rational numbers, and how you can compare the fractions. For example, if I ask you to compare 3 and 2, so you can easily tell me that 3 is greater than 2. You can easily tell me. But if I ask you to compare 5 by 12 and 1 by 6, which fraction, which rational number is greater or smaller? You need to compare them. How you will compare it? So these points will be clear to you, inshallah, in the next videos. People need to watch my videos clearly till the end, then you will get to know your all answers of your questions. Stay tuned to my next video. Take care. Allah Hafiz.